Yeah, the family feud between the Lalu family members has come out in open in the public domain, and this time it is much, much uglier.
मेरा कोई परिवार नहीं है। अब ये जाकर के आप संजय, रमेश, तेजस्वी यादव से पूछिए, मेरा कोई परिवार नहीं है। वही लोग निकाला है हमको परिवार से, क्योंकि क्योंकि रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेना नहीं है उनको। पूरा दुनिया बोल रहा है जो चाणक्य बनेगा, तो चाणक्य से आप सवाल पूछिएगा। जब कार्यकर्ता चाणक्य से सवाल कर रहा है, पूरा देश दुनिया सवाल कर रहा है कि पार्टी का ये ऐसा हाल क्यों हुआ। अब जब संजय और रमेश इन लोग का नाम लीजिए तो आपको घर से निकाल दिया जाएगा, आपको बदनाम किया जाएगा, आपको गाली दिलवाया जाएगा, आपके ऊपर चप्पल उठा करके मारा जाएगा।
This time, the one of the daughters of Lalu Yadav, Rohini Acharya, actually posted on her tweet that the way she was allegedly abused and slippers were thrown at her at Lalu Yadav's official residence here in Patna by none other than Tejasvi Yadav, as she claims. Tejasvi Yadav, and also she has blamed Tejasvi Yadav's close confidant, his man Friday, Sanjay Yadav, who happens to be also a Rajya Sabha member from RJD, and also Ramiz, who happens to be one of the close aides of Sanjay Yadav. So this entire episode, the entire family drama actually, which was supposed to be playing within the four walls of their residence, actually has come out in open, because none of the family members are talking face to face on this particular issue. Rather, they are using social media posts to communicate to each other. Now, how this incident started and what is the background of this entire Sanjay Yadav saga, who is this Sanjay Yadav, is something very interesting to know. So, to begin with, Sanjay Yadav actually came in contact with Tejasvi Yadav in 2010 election. Then he had joined Tejasvi Yadav as one of the political consultants for the election. Sanjay Yadav actually was supposed to be doing this job, and he took the assignment for RJD. And later they became very close. Sanjay Yadav and Tejasvi Yadav, they became very close, and Sanjay Yadav did not go back after the elections were over. Rather, he stayed back here in Patna and became one of the closest ally, one of the closest person of Tejasvi Yadav. And slowly over the months, he not only, as the allegation goes, that he hijacked the entire ecosystem of Tejasvi Yadav. He became the gateway to Tejasvi Yadav. So nobody can actually talk to Tejasvi Yadav, meet him, have an appointment with him, unless until it is approved by Sanjay Yadav. So Sanjay Yadav became a man Friday of Tejasvi Yadav, and slowly his clout within the party, within RJD as a political party, also started increasing, and people started seeing him as the second man in the hierarchy in RJD. Later we saw that he was also sent to Rajya Sabha as a Rajya Sabha MP from the RJD quota. So this is where the problem began, because the family members, the immediate family members of Lalu Yadav started blaming that it was Sanjay Yadav who was taking all important decisions, and Sanjay Yadav was distancing Tejasvi Yadav from his own family members, especially Tej Pratap Yadav, who happens to be the elder brother of Tejasvi Yadav. And the first dispute actually regarding Sanjay Yadav came out in context to Tej Pratap Yadav, when Tej Pratap Yadav started making allegations again through the ex-post that there's a guy who's actually acting as a Vibhishan in the entire family, and he's trying to create a rift between both the brothers. And later what we saw what happened to Tej Pratap Yadav when he started talking openly about him. Later, he was not only thrown out of party for 6 years, he was suspended, and he had to actually leave the house. So as we speak, Tej Pratap Yadav does not stay in the Lalu Prasad Yadav's house. He has a separate house where he stays. And this entire episode was playing while the Lok Sabha election, the Vidhan Sabha election 2025 happened. And as we are learning, if you remember, Rohini Acharya was the Lok Sabha candidate of RJD from Saran constituency, where she was fielded against Rajiv Pratap Rudi. Now, Rohini Acharya wanted two of her close allies who had helped her during the campaign to get the ticket from Chhapra, from the Saran district, two of the constituencies over there, and she had proposed their name as RJD candidates. But RJD had conducted their own survey. They had a list ready of people who they believed were strong on the ground, and they were associated with RJD as well. So both her recommendations were rejected by Tejasvi Yadav, who is the man in charge and who was not only taking calls as to who would get the ticket, was also planning everything on behalf of his political party. So he rejected the proposal or the request or the name proposed by his elder sister Rohini Acharya, and he gave ticket to two of the candidates whose name figured in his own survey. And interestingly, both of them won, by the way. Both of them won. So the tickets were given to them. And that is where the problem between Tejaswi and Rohini Acharya started, because Rohini Acharya was very peeved at the kind of cold shoulder he got from her brother. And yesterday evening, when she actually walked into the house, then she said that because there has been a poll debacle as far as RJD is concerned, so somebody should take responsibility for it, and especially the man who calls himself the Chanakya, he should be responsible for it, and he should own the responsibility for it. That is where this heated argument between Tejaswi Yadav and Rohini Acharya started, and it started with verbal abuse against each other. And as Rohini Acharya is claiming in her ex-post that even slippers were thrown at her, and later she made a statement before the camera as well that slippers were thrown at her, and she was literally asked to leave the house, and she was abused by Tejaswi Yadav. But interestingly, she also went on to add that her parents were standing there and they were quite helpless and they could not help the situation. So as we speak, this entire family feud has actually come out in open. It's very unfortunate that the family feud, which was supposed to be settled within the four walls of their house, is now being discussed in public and being hyped by media. So it's quite unfortunate. But because it concerns Bihar's first political family, a very influential political family, and now that the family members have themselves chosen to talk about it open through social media, so there's a public interest into it, there's a media interest into it, and NDTV will keep on reporting as this entire episode develops. From Patna, this is Prabhakar Kumar for NDTV.